Travis Scott is one of the best rappers that the world has ever seen, but dear God, he sucks at apology videos. Real bad apology video, don't you think? Like just say sorry, and I feel bad. Instead, he sat there staring at his phone, rubbing his forehead like he was trying to remember why he started recording this. He's like, what did I have for breakfast? I can't remember. Maybe his third eye is itchy or something like that. I don't know what's going on with that apology video. Also, why did he put a black and white filter on it, dude? Like, you don't need to add a moody filter. You know, 10 people died. It doesn't get any moodier than that. It doesn't need to be in black and white. So you probably know everything about the Astroworld tragedy, and everyone that you like has weighed in, and you've watched a few videos on that, and just when it's about too late to talk about something, that's when I like to make a video on it, so I'm talking about it now. This Astroworld shit is not good, is it? I mean, it's not good at all, but also it kind of makes me, as a comedian, a little bit jealous. You know, like no one's stepping on the necks of their fellow man to come and laugh in the front row of my jokes. In fact, sometimes people will avoid the front row just in case I make fun of them, which I don't understand because I'm never mean to the people in the front row.
What do you do for work, man? I'm literally looking at
I mean, if anything, you want to avoid the front row of a Travis Scott concert. I mean, didn't he try and beat the shit out of some guy who touched his shoes in the front row? I really like that clip because it really shows you what Travis Scott cares about. Like, he'll see an ambulance in the crowd, he'll be warned by the police that it's getting dangerous, he'll see fans getting carried out unconscious from his shows. That's fine. He won't stop it. He'll listen to people going, "Stop the show. We are dying." He'll go, "Yeah, but this next track's a banger." But if somebody touches his $200 pair of shoes, you have ruined the show. It's ending. I'm stopping it, and I'm going to jump in the crowd to punch you in the head. Those are his priorities.
Tried to take my shoe? You want to be a thief? Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
$200 shoes? Fans. Now, look, I'm not saying this is entirely Travis Scott's fault, but I do think that he has to accept a lot of the responsibility. I mean, the guy has previously pled guilty to inciting riots. He's got a really, really long history of literally creating and intentionally promoting unsafe environments for people at festivals. Like, when you get 50,000 people in one spot, that's really dangerous if it's not under control properly. And it looks like that the police messed up. It looks like there weren't enough health officials as well. It looks like a lot of the safety people or the people in charge of safety didn't do their jobs also, or there just weren't enough of them to do their jobs effectively. So they have some blame. But at the end of the day, it comes down to Travis Scott and the event that he organized, and the environment that he encourages is dangerous, as we've seen. And to be honest, after reading all of the times he's gotten in trouble for this and seeing every single time he's pled guilty to behavior like this and to creating environments like this, you just kind of realize that this was unfortunately just going to happen. And that's really a shame to see that this is how he learned that this type of behavior, encouraging this type of behavior, results in really bad things happening. It's a shame that it came to this for him to learn it, but I don't know, it's terrible and it's not very funny. But when are you guys going to start standing on each other's necks to see me? When is that going to happen? Okay? I'm sick of these sit down and laugh comedy shows. People dress up, they have 2 drinks, they have a nice lovely night, they go out for dinner afterwards. Fuck that. I want people getting their titties out in the front row, pushing each other. Like, when am I going to get a mosh pit in the middle of a punchline? That's really what I want as a comedian, is just people standing up and swinging their arms around like they've got hammers attached to them. That's what I want during the middle of my jokes. That is a joke. Please never do that. You will be kicked out. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the planet. And when I say planet, I mean the entire planet. Dude, if you want to switch your virtual location, use Surfshark. You can jump from whatever country you're in now, boring, to any other country in the world just about. They're in 65 different countries. They got 3,200 servers. So if you want to watch something that's region locked, you can't view it in your country, jump over to England, jump over over to France. No worries. Surfshark VPN will let you do it. More importantly than being able to change your IP location, you can secure your online data with Surfshark VPN. They protect your internet privacy. This is incredibly important today more than ever. Surfshark allows you to mask your IP address. This means that your browser history, your city, your location aren't linked back to your actual identity. And Surfshark's Clean Web feature blocks ads, tracking, phishing, any other things that might be annoying to pop up when you're trying to enjoy something else. Other than this ad, of course, they couldn't stop this from happening. In fact, they caused it, and we're very grateful to them for that. So grateful, in fact, that I have my own discount code. Use code SPEARS for 83% off and 4 months free with Surfshark VPN. And support the brands that support what I do. It's really important to keep everything spinning. Thank you very much to Surfshark VPN. Use code SPEARS now. Let's get back to the video. I do want to address a few of the viral clips and a few of the viral moments that have come through this Astroworld thing. It's absolutely terrible, but it is great seeing everyone immediately just use this event to promote whatever the fuck they're selling, you know? Like super Christian people are going, oh, this was a satanic ritual. No, it wasn't, okay? The goal of this was not to kill fans. If the goal really was a ritual sacrifice, why did he only kill 10 people? You know, there were 50,000 people there. If I got 50,000 people in one spot and my goal was to kill them, I reckon I could at least take out 2,000 of you guys. And even then, I'd probably leave disappointed. Like, getting 50,000 people in one place just to kill 10 is just an inefficient waste of time. If that was a ritual, he fucked it up, all right? Try again. No, don't try again. Please, no. That being said, it does look bad for Travi. Like, if you really want this to be a satanic ritual, you can make it look like that. I mean, he released a song the day of the festival called Escape Plan. All of the art and the posters about Astroworld is very reminiscent of classic art that depicts hell and demons. It looks very similar, and all of the symbolism, I'm not gonna lie, it does look quite satanic, but I would say that that doesn't mean the Astroworld Festival is a satanic ritual. I would just say that, man, some of the occult artwork is cool as shit. You really want to attract the youth? Maybe get a Bible and put some barbed wire on it. That's cool. That's tough. You know, that makes me want to read it. It might hurt my hands, but hey, Jesus' hands hurt sometimes, didn't they? Isn't that in the book? Another clip that's been going crazy is this viral video of a hopefully unconscious fan getting carried out while Travis Scott looks and just sings. That one's going viral and people are going, oh, this is so demonic. He's like singing this kid on his way to hell. That's not what's happening. That clip is out of context. Before this happens, Travis does actually stop and makes people pay attention to this and get the kid help that he needs.
Somebody passed out right here. Somebody passed out right here. Hold on, don't touch him, don't touch him. Everybody just back up. Security, somebody help jump in real quick.
But also, you know, there are so many other clips of so many other artists at small events, at massive events, at events that are comparable in size to Astroworld of when they see people getting carried out, passed out, they do ask people to move back. They do stop the concert. They do try and encourage a safe environment. And it really just looks like Travis didn't do that at all. He just kept going. In fact, there's one point where two members of his team come up to him, I assume, to tell him that it's getting a little bit crazy, that it's getting a little bit dangerous. And you can tell he doesn't even listen to them. He goes, yeah, all that. And then he goes, all right, next song. And when you have a team that isn't gonna stop you and grab you and go, no, you need to stop, that's when people get hurt. So I think that it's like the blame is shared. I think the blame is mainly with Travis for encouraging this type of stuff.
Dancers, I ain't got the drummers and that.
No.
I'm all about the blood. You know, we gotta turn up.
The
you
blood.
It's all about rage
blood.
and just like that.
Who's bleeding on stage?
I mean, you know, I'm not bleeding, but the fans are like
I feel you.
giving their bodies.
And then not really taking it seriously when he's warned by his team. But also, why is Travis the only person who can actually stop the show? If the police that were running this event, if the safety officials that were running this event, the health officials that were there, if they were all reporting that they were overwhelmed, that it was getting crazy dangerous, why isn't there someone up the back with a stop button that can stop the show for an emergency reason? When you are on stage, and I'm saying this as a guy who the biggest show that I've ever done is about 600 people. I can't see shit. I can see maybe the first 2 rows. Even if I'm only in front of 100 people, I can only really see the first 3 rows. If something's happening in row 5, like if there's people on shoulders just getting tipped over and stepped on in row 5, I can't see that shit, and I'm going to continue telling my jokes. So there is a lot of responsibility with the people who can see what's going on in the audience. They need to be able to contact Travis, stop the show. And it looks like they did try to, but obviously not seriously enough, because if it really, really was that urgent, they should have gone, no, you can't tell me to go away. Your fans are dying. You need to stop the show. But that being said, if someone on my team ran up on my stage during my show, already I know it's an emergency. They would never do that under normal circumstances. So if someone who's not part of the show runs on stage and they're part of my team, I'm listening. Although I do think it is kind of metal to just go, nah, fuck them. You know, like if someone stormed my stage that worked for me and was like, hey, someone in row 6 is choking on their popcorn and they're dying. We need to stop the show. Like, it's kind of metal to be like, nah, I'm going to finish this joke. Fuck that guy. You know, he couldn't handle these jokes. Way less cool when a comedian does it, you know? The fallout from all of this is going to be very interesting to watch. I don't know what happens to Travis. I don't think he's cancelled, but man, I don't think he's going to be doing any of these mainstream partnerships that he has been doing. Nike has postponed the release of their shoe. The designer fashion brand Dior had an entire collection coming out with him that is now, I guess, not happening at all. I mean, this guy's worked with fucking McDonald's. I don't think they're going to do another Big Mac, you know? I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, Lord knows McDonald's has killed enough people. They don't need to partner with a guy who's also done that. But perhaps the worst thing for old Travie, the worst thing for his career is he's been removed from Fortnite. So how is he going to get those next generation of 9-year-olds to listen to his music? I do like that the guy has been removed from a game where you kill people because he killed people, you know? Like, they're like, hey, don't do that shit in real life. Do it in our game, or not at all. Which I suppose is a respectable line. You'd hate for it to be the opposite way around. Imagine if Ted Bundy was in Fortnite. Another favorite moment of mine is Kylie Jenner's Instagram story. This is just a terrible, terrible look. She's standing up the back, somewhere safe, somewhere where she's not gonna get stepped on, and she's filming the concert, and then she just intentionally, you can tell it's very intentional, she puts an ambulance in there. Like, hey, look at my man. He's getting people in critical danger. Isn't that cool? That's the most rich, detached, privileged bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Kylie Jenner going, haha, look at these poor people. When they get hurt, they need an ambulance. Me, I get airlifted to my own private facility underground. They'll fix me up and give me new tits at the same time. I've got money. Do you? So let's talk about what I think is going to happen to Travis. I actually wouldn't be surprised if he does prison time for this because of the record of pleading guilty to exactly this type of behavior that gets people hurt. Now, I'm not saying that the blame is entirely on Travis, but it's his festival. It's his culture. He has deleted tweets after the event sold out of him encouraging people to break in. He said, fuck it, we're gonna sneak the wild ones in after the event sold out. So it's like damning moments like that where he encourages people to go crazy to his shows. He encourages people to break in and fill events over the safe capacity. And he wasn't stopping the show seemingly when he was told to. That's what it looks like. So I think that this is very bad for Travis, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does jail time at the worst. But maybe, you know, the guy's got money. So what's more likely is they will just take everything from him. He already has 90 lawsuits. The death toll is now 10. A 9-year-old boy died. It's absolutely terrible. And look, maybe he should do prison. I don't know. I don't know what should happen here. But I think that the fact that he has pled guilty to inciting riots before is legally a really, really bad look because he doesn't have his first chance anymore. Those are gone. He's had a few chances now. So, yeah, I don't know what happens to Travis, but I know it's not going to be good. And whether or not he'll be able to bounce back from this, I think that he will. I mean, no one really gets canceled anymore. I mean, you can literally kill people. Look at the baby. The dude's crushing it right now. The man's killed people and he's doing great. So I think Travis will come back. But I do think that He might end up in prison for this one. And maybe he should. What do you guys think? I would love to know what you guys think. And finally, come see me in Adelaide. Don't kill yourselves there. Don't step on anyone's necks. Those were jokes. All right, fine. Someone in the front row can flash. But that's it. No raging. Come see me in Adelaide. loosbeers.com. I'll see you there. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, like, and I'll talk to you soon.
Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt. Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt. Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt. Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt.